Hello everyone! I have been working with Qlik Sense desktop version for quite a while now, but if you can see on my desktop, it's a Power BI, not a Qlik Sense. Why? Because Qlik Sense decided that they do not want the users to have a freemium model, and I can't use it for my home data analytics anymore. And that's not good, because I'm doing I have some reports prepared, and it's a very useful tool. What we have to do? We have to look for another tool which could replace the one I've been using. And one of the first options is Power BI. Unfortunately, I haven't been using Power BI for quite a long time, like 3 or 4 years. Maybe it's changed, maybe it's not, I'm not sure. But let's try to use it now and let's see how it goes. We have a new Power BI window opened. Let's insert our data. Let's press on Get Data button. Excel, yes. At the moment all the data is in the Excel file. And after we press open, we'll get a notification showing the Excel file and the data we want to import. So this part is quite easy. Oh, and by the way, I have prepared my file before. You can see the notification somewhere around here, or in the description, or in my video channel. And you can see how I prepared the file, that everything would be nice and clear in one file. We don't need to transform our data now, so let's just load it. It takes a little bit of time, but usually it's a real quick process. Once the data is uploaded to Power BI, we can see the columns on the right side menu. Here we are. All the data is in here. Now we have empty Power BI window, and like I said before, I was working with Qlik Sense. So I have prepared everything in Qlik Sense, and this is how it looks. This is how I want to make it in Power BI. So we have a reference, what are we going to do? So we have all kind of data in here, and let's start with the first one. This is the expenses. As you can see, it's red, and it has a column called sum for this one. So let's go to Power BI. Yep, this is the one we want to have. Now let's see, we have multi-card, KPI. In Qlik Sense it's KPI, but in here I think it will be a card. Yeah, just press, no need to drag and drop. Let's make it smaller, and we want this one. So what happens if we select? Oh, great, it makes sum right away. Yep, this is what we want. We have sum, yes, let's leave it like this. Let's check if the data is the same. It's slightly different, but that's because the file was updated, and in Power BI I have the newest version of the file, so that's not a big deal. We can say that this is correct. Let's try to make it red. Where is it? Nope. Let's extend. Yeah, it's selected. Nope. Data fields. Nope. Oh, here it is. Format. Data label. Yes, please. Color. Great. Let's choose the red one. Yes. That was easy. Okay, let's go to the next one. Let's unselect this one. Let's select card again. Let's place it nearby. Can we do a similar size? Yes, we have tools. And now for this one, I'm gonna do revenue. So revenue is PyMOS, and we want to do a sum as well. Where is our revenues? Here it is. Okay, let's select. What happens? Nothing happens. Why? Because I think it's formatted slightly different. Okay, let's press here and let's try a new measure. What will happen if you make a new measure? Measure. So if I make 5 measures, will I have 5 columns called measure? I hope not. Let's try to select it. Let's see what happens. Nothing happens. Okay. Let's try new quick measure. Okay. Let's select this one. And I want sum total. Okay, running total. Fill PyMOS ascending. Oh, it should be a sum. Base value. No, we don't want any base value. Oh, okay, maybe we have to put it here. First, last, count. What does it mean? First, last, count. I want sum. What will happen now? Nothing happens now. Okay. Obviously, this is not working. Let's see what can we do more. Group. No. So, what are we gonna do now? We need revenue. Let's see. What if we do a new measure here? New measure. Okay, we have let's try to type like in Excel sum and the name of the column let's call it like this. Let's press enter and let's see what will happen. Okay, now we have column reference as an argument. This is column reference, isn't it? I don't get it. Cannot find name PyMOS. What do you mean you can't find it? It's here. That is very, very strange. I don't get it. Okay, let's delete. Oh, this is how it works. Okay, let's look. Okay. Press enter. Okay, now we have this field, and let's try to add this calculated field. What will happen now? No, it's still not working. I mean, in Qlik Sense, you just press on the field, like type the formula, it's a sum, label, formatting, and that's all. You get it. Get the sum of that column, all the data that's in that column. Now if you go to Power BI, you have to try 3 different things and it's still not working. I don't get it. What's wrong with it? Okay, let's see details. String. How come it thinks this is a string? Oh man. Okay, let's close this one. Where is our data? Let's format the data. Yeah, now this is the field we are looking for, and it has digits only. Yes, digits only. Why does it think this is a string? Okay, now let's see what it will say about the expenses. Yes, this one. Oh, it still says uncategorized as well. Decimal number. Text. What do you mean text? Yes, decimal number. Do I want to change? Yes, I want to change it. What do you mean you can't? What the hell is going on? We have digits in here, a lot of digits. Why? And it's from Excel. Okay, let's see. Everything looks more or less fine, just the numbers. How come it can't convert it? Decimal. Yes, please change it. What's wrong with this thing? It's not a text, you beep beep beep. I can see only digits here. What's wrong with it? So which one is better? Qlik Sense or Power BI? Power BI can't even upload the data correctly from an Excel file, which is very simple. I mean, how stupid this program is. It can't upload the data, and it's not possible to change the type. I don't get it. Is it stupid or I'm stupid? So, after some time, in the end, I was able to find how to fix the issue. The one with that sum. Apparently, you have to go to transform data in here, and once it loads, we have to change it here. Now, why you have to change it here and not where I tried before? I have no idea. Really, no idea why it's so complicated and why it's not accepting the data like it is automatically. I did not had any issues like this with Qlik Sense. Never. Okay, so just in case, let's check the other columns. This is date, this is text, this is date, this is text, yes, text, text, Revenues, yes, decimal. Days. This is not a text. So how to change it? Press on the column. Data type. Let's select not any, but whole number. Yes, okay, it's not showing all the data in here. If we scroll, yeah, we can see it. Here are the numbers. Okay, next column. Yes, yes, that's correct. Text, text, text. Date. This is the date column. Oh, white things. This is white things. It's not a date. But let's change it. Whole number? No, it's a date. Do you want to replace? Okay, let's try to add another column. Yes, this is the date we are looking for. But is it the same column I was working on? Looks like. And for the empty columns, it made a empty date. We can call it like this. So troublesome. Okay. Text, text, sum. Close and apply. So it seems that in Power BI you might need to look how it understands your data file, because, well, it's not working as good as Qlik Sense. Okay, so now we have the revenue sum. Let's change it to the green color, which is not here. Apparently all the colors, just not the green one. Too bright. This is too bright. I want darker green. Oh, even worse. Oh man, so complicated. I can type the code, but I don't know the code. I want to get the color quickly. So we'll have to make it blue, because I don't want to look for the code, for the green color code, for such a thing. I want to have it right away, instantly. One more minus. Okay, now we have revenue sum. And what we want to have next, we want to have a balance. The balance means from revenue we want to minus expenses. I guess we'll try with another card field. Can make that smaller. Now, how do we add a formula in here? I guess we'll have to add a new measure. Let's try it out. Let's call it balance. Let's take the name of the Yeah, sum where is our, yep, minus sum expenses. It does not like it. Oh, wrong brackets. Okay, let's change it. Let's try again. It's working. No data yet. So what's wrong? Oh, okay, we have a balance here. Let's try to select it. Here we go. 5,000. Let's check it with here. Yes, 5,000. That's okay. Let's leave it black for now, because in here I have a conditional formatting. So if we choose the first year, it was a minus for a balance. As you can see, there was a lot of expenses and not so many revenues, and the balance was in red color. And this is very handy. But I don't know how to do that in Power BI, so let's leave it for a future. Now let's try to add the chart. We have yeah, let's start with this one. We have a combo chart in here, actually. I'm not sure if that's even possible in Power BI to have a chart like this. So let's start with a simple clustered, I guess, column chart. Stacked like this, no ribbon, no lines. That might be the one we need. Okay, let's try to make this one first. Stacked. No, we don't want a stacked. Okay, so now axis. We need date for the axis, but we want years. Yes, let's try to drag and drop it here. Year, okay, we have year. Now legend and values. So for the values we want our expenses. Okay, good, we have expenses. I mean, no, not this one. Okay, let's remove this one. No, we want this one, sum. Okay, and we want revenues. This one. Good. Looks like this is what we want. Yes, looks like this is what we want. Okay, now let's double check with the... Yeah, looks like kind of the same. Let's make it slightly bigger. Now, how to add the values? Let's go here. General. Responsive, yes. Legend, yes. Data labels. Yes, thank you. How about the colors? Oh, I can choose the color I'd like. So for the expenses, we'll have red for the revenue. Unfortunately, we still don't have a green color. So let's use the same blue color. Looking nice? Yep, looking nice. If we select 1 year, let's see. We have expenses 3.6, revenues 9.2 roughly, and the balance 5.5. That looks quite good, I would say. Let's select this, no, not this year, because this is the slightly older data. Let's select last year. I don't want to make it bigger. 395. Last year, yep, 395. Good, this is what we want. So next chart are the rooms. Let's try to make it similar to this one. Let's go to charts, and yes, this is, let's place it here. I hope it will be enough of the size. Now we have rooms, actually. Okay, let's edit first. And let's remove a filter first. Like this. Then let's edit. And we already have the formulas in here. Just like the field of the room. And then revenues. So for the data, we have a field called the room, this one, and then the revenues. Oh, nice! It shows the data and it shows the value and the percent. Good, it looks good. In Qlik Sense you have to do that manually, or you can choose which one you want to see. The rooms, okay, but the rooms, the names are on the left side, so it uses a little bit more space. Oh, but I can change the color, because these are the color names like pink, gray, and colorful. Yes, you can call it like this. So I can try to change the colors, and then I might not need the legend in here. Good, I like that. Let's go here, let's go legend. Yes. Okay, for a moment let's leave it. Data colors. Roseless. It's called roseless in Lithuania, and this is pink. Let's leave it pink. This is the gray one. Yes, gray one. And this is the colorful one. So let's make it yellowish. Off. Good, great. Now we have a nice chart in here. What's next? We have the same chart, but this is for different flats. This is SB 120 and 116. You can get more details about these flats in my data preparation video. Yes, it will be here, somewhere around here. Check it out. I'm explaining more about why it's like that in that video. Yeah, so now we have expenses. Yes, because expenses only goes for the flats, not for the rooms. I do not divide them for the rooms. And we have flat names. Okay. So next what we want to do, we want to add another chart like this. Or actually, we can make it like this. What's here? I don't want this. I want to have more space for my charts. What's here? How to remove it? Okay, this is filters. Okay, I'm fine with that. How about this one? It takes quite a lot of space on my dashboard. I want to remove it. How can I do it? Right mouse click does not work at all. I guess I'll have to Google it. Let's leave it for later. I can't find that column. How come I can't find it? Okay, let's use search. What do you mean it's not here? Let's check. Ah, okay. Field called like this, and the label is like this. Now I get it. My bad, sorry. Power BI, you're good, you're fine. That's my bad, sorry. Yep, so this one. And the expenses. This one. Good. Can remove the label as well. The legend, I mean. And we can leave the colors as it is. It's not a big deal. Okay, next we have a table with the names and the days. Let's look for the table. Table. Good. I want a small table. Let's add the data. So the data is the name of the guest and days they have stayed. Okay, where is the days? Here it is. Good. This was real easy. Total, name, legend. Okay, let's do it. Let's have the names with the biggest days. And next, we have a couple more charts. I think we are speeding up like quicker and quicker, and that's very good. Because if you are still watching, I suppose you are getting bored. So that's good. And now I will repeat the same thing. So we are getting quicker and quicker with our Power BI creation process, and I think that's good, because if you're still watching, you might be bored a little bit. Yes, no, energy level up, down. Don't worry, I think we're gonna finish soon. So next, let's add this one. These are more complicated data, and I will leave these for the next time. Now let's add this field. Let's copy it. And the expenses. Now what if you want to change this one to this one? Can we do that? Yes, we can. Good. But let's leave it like this. Let's add another. Okay, let's make it like this. Oh, we have some space in here. We have to use it for something. Yeah, so first, oh, we already have. And the expenses. What happens if we select it? Here should be a chart. Where is our chart? Oh, it's not working like this. Select like this. And nope, it's not working like this. So I guess we'll select like this. And then like this. Good. Yep, it's more or less the same. The label looks quite big. And you have to press. Unfortunately, you can't use your mouse wheel. No, we don't want any filters just yet. What does this button do? Okay, some kind of features. But like this looks a little bit better because you can see, and the numbers, the text is smaller. Actually, maybe we can make it smaller. Maybe not, it's quite small, I think. Unless we'll make a bigger chart. Like this. Okay, now here is a goal for the person. So yes, we can make that smaller. And that's another chart like this. Let's leave it here for now, and well, okay. Let's place this one here. As we have the data, we have a field. Okay, so now we have a field like this one, and we'll have a count. Yeah, a count of days. Oh, and yeah, this is actually for the revenues. Count all the revenues which has more than one for the days field. Let's try it out. So we have goal, why the person arrived. Okay, let's add the goal, why the person arrived. And now we want to count the days. No, the persons. What do we want to count? We want to count the days the person has stayed. Yes, we want to count the days person has stayed. If you press done editing and press on tourism, this is tourism, it translates. So we can see that we had like, yeah, for this year, the revenue for that, and the days, yeah, and the person. So in total it was 330 days for the people who were as the tourists. So basically we want to count the days. Okay, let's check it one more time. 95. Okay, now we want to count not the days, we want to count, yeah, because we have 95 in here and 330 days. So we can try to count all the names of the guests or the days. Let's see what we have here. We have we are counting the days. Okay, let's try to do that. Okay, let's try to count the names of the people. This is the name. Let's add it to the values. Yes, now it shows the count. Let's check it out. So for the tourism we have 96. Oh, and we have these empty ones. But we don't want to count the empty ones. That's for sure. Many blanks. Yes, we don't want these blanks. How to remove the empty values? How to remove the empty values? Oh, we have count distinct. Good. Is it correct? 90 for tourism, 63%. No, it's not correct. Because some people stayed for a couple of times, especially for the long-term rent, because for each month I'm counting like separate values. Let's try to change the field. For the long-term rent we have 62 and 30%, and in here we have, oh, only 9. Okay, no, we don't want to count like this, but if we count the distinct values for the days, there might be that people stayed for the same amount of days, so this is not correct as well. What should we do in this case? Okay, I'll guess I'll leave it like this, because if we count for the names of the people and the person stayed for more than one day, we can count it like that person stayed for one time. So I guess this is more or less fine. So let's leave it like this. Let's make it smaller. Let's remove the legend. If we make it like this, it's a little bit too small. Or isn't it? And let's change the name. Where is the name? Shapes. Oh, we can change it. Okay, that's interesting. Oh, nice. Good. Nice to know that you can do that. Title. Yes, we want to change the title. And let's change it to... how it's called in here? The reason person stayed. Question mark? Yes, good. Nice. What if we make this smaller? We'll have more space, but I still want to remove that part. Or, to be more precise, want to use that space for my charts. And now we have a formula which counts how many days person stayed. Average stayed. So we are counting the days. Yes. Actually, I think I can copy this one. And this will be the card field. And it's gonna be in here. Just smaller, I think. Let's select days. Let's select average 1047. Not quite exactly the same, but let's check. Maybe the data, like I said before, maybe the data is not updated to the latest one. So let's take 2019. Let's take 2019, 19.02. So maybe it's okay. What I like about Power BI a little bit more than about Qlik Sense is that once you select a filter like this, you can see chart is the same, but it selected only some kind of data for that year. We have selected here for that value. In Qlik Sense, it changes the chart right away, which is not bad actually, because if you apply the filter, you might want to see that data, only that data. So that is not bad, but right, we have the option in Power BI to see whole data and only some parts selected is quite good as well. So it looks really nice. Well, the colors are really nice. Yeah, for Power BI the colors are really nice. So this looks really nice, and this is, well, we can add the plus for the Power BI for this functionality. Okay, let's continue. Looks like the data is good, it's fine. Edit the sheet. Let's copy the title for this one. Now, how to remove the filter for the year? Yep, I can't see it here, it's only here. In Power BI, looks like I can't see what filter is selected. In Qlik Sense, however, if I select something like this, the filter will appear on the top ribbon of the interface, which is very handy, because if you have more filters, you will see them here. Now let's switch back to Power BI. Let's apply the same filter. What filter is applied? How can I know it? If we have more pages, well, it should be connected. How can I know what filter is applied? Let's go back. Oh, the filter is not applied anymore. So does it mean that if I apply the filter, it will not go to the next page? That's not good. I mean, for your personal project, if you have one page, that might be fine. But for the corporate world, you have a lot of pages. Like in one application, I had 30 pages in one, and I really wanted to have a filter. If I select year, I want to have year in all those pages. Let's not add the minus for the Power BI yet, because I might not know how to do that, but if that's the case, I will add a huge minus for this program. So let's leave the filter thing for now, and let's go forward. Let's remove a filter here. Let's edit. We have, we want to have a title in here. Is it like too small? Yes, it's too small. We can decrease the size. That's good. But we want to decrease data label size. Category. Good. Now we can decrease the label size. That's good. Title. General. Yes. Border shadow. Okay. Okay, let's remove this one. Let's have the title on. Let's add the title name. Let's make it like this, much better. Background color, yes, okay, and the size, let's leave 8, no, a little bit too small. Good, looks really nice. So, a couple more charts. We have this one, which shows how many days one or another room was occupied. This one is a little bit more tricky because you have to apply a filter for each of the lines. Let's try to do it and let's see how it goes. So for this one we're gonna use line chart. Let's place it here. Let's leave some space for one more line chart. Let's try to copy the formula, I guess. Okay, date, year. For the date, we have date field, but we don't have date, year, and months like you would have years and months. That's unfortunate. That's really unfortunate. A formula which would show how many days the room was occupied. Okay, let's try to add the days. Yes, the days. We have the days. Now we want to apply the filter, which would show only gray room. New quick measure. No idea. Let's try to press it. We have totals. Yes, running totals for category filters applied. Very good. Base value, sum of days. Yes, sum of days. Category months. Good. Now how can I apply the filter? That's the question of this chart. Filters applied, base value. Let's see the description. Yes, that's okay. Sum of days, yes. Category, yes, that's okay. Now filters. How do I apply the filters? Okay, let's press OK. Yeah, nothing happens? Yeah, looks like nothing happens. Oh, okay. Something happens, but not what we want. Days total for a month. Nope. Secondary values. Let's try new quick measure again. I don't see any filters in here, unfortunately. So I guess we won't be able to do this kind of chart in Power BI, at least for now, because, well, to tell the truth, to do a formula like this, I had to Google it for it as well when I was doing such kind of thing in Qlik Sense. So in Power BI, I guess it's fine not to know how to do a formula. It's a little bit more complex formula. So I guess it's fine not to know how to do a formula like that, doing for the first time. So let's move to the last chart. And we also have months and days, years and months for the chart, which is very handy, but I think Power BI does not have this kind of functionality, and that's unfortunate. Let's see what we can do. So let's move to the line chart again. Okay, now it fills remaining space. Now we want to have date. Where is our date? Here is our date. Let's select months. Good. And what do we have in this chart? We have revenues, we have expenses, and we have balance. Let's try to add it. Let's start with revenues, which is unfortunately blue, not the green. So let's select revenues, yes. Expenses, yes. And the balance, good. So for the expenses, let's go here. Okay, general, that looks fine. Legend, that looks fine. Okay, color black, title color black, okay. Secondary off, data colors, yes. So we want this to be red and the balance to be black, like in here. Show all. Oh, no. We don't want to change this. And we want to have background color. No, we don't want to change the background color. We want to have the labels on. Where is our labels? Labels, labels. Where are you? I want to see you on my chart. But I can't find it. Well, actually, on Qlik Sense, it's not that easy as well. If you have a chart, you won't find it here to show the numbers in here. You find it in appearance and presentations with the checkmark show data points. So I guess it's fine not to find it right away, but let's keep searching. Oh, data labels. That was easier than I expected. Shame on me that I couldn't see it right away. Now we have data labels on, and this is more or less what we wanted to do today. Let's just save it. Let's call it Airbnb. Okay, we can save it here. And we can finish our video now. I think it was a long video because it takes more than 3 hours for me to record everything. So I hope it was not boring for you, and I hope you find it useful. Now, if I made some conclusions about Power BI and Qlik Sense, I could say that, yeah, Power BI is quite a powerful tool, and I think I will be using it. Of course, there is one more program that we gonna use. Actually, we're gonna try it first. It's Tableau, because I heard that it has a freemium or some kind of model like that you can use it for yourself. So I'm gonna test it, try it as well, and we'll see which one is better for the personal use, because Qlik Sense, unfortunately, is no more the option for the personal use. So if I would compare real quickly about these two products, I already mentioned one thing, and that thing is the filters, which are nicer on Power BI, but you can't see what you have selected. So that's the minus. For the data, Qlik Sense usually uploads data without any issues, and that I had to change the type of a column and I couldn't very easily. That was not a good thing. That's a minus as well, especially if you are a new user. You might get really frustrated when trying to do that, and that should work very solid and very easily. So that's the minus as well. What's more, we have some complicated charts in here. So, and I'm still not sure how can I enter the formula in here. We'll cover this in the future video, as I'm gonna learn how to use this program and I'm gonna make some tutorials. But for the first time users, it's not that easy. Everything else, I would say, it's quite easy to use the program. So if you want to make some analytics for your expenses, for example, or you have some projects at home, or you want to do anything else, it's a really good tool. I quite like it. It was not that hard as I expected. As you can see, I made made it, but I could say I reproduce my Qlik Sense chart quite easily. Well, there are some things left. We're gonna do that. We're gonna cover how to change that, as I will find that out somehow. So my conclusion is that it's a good tool. You can use it, and I could say I could recommend. Well, maybe I will not recommend it yet, as I haven't tried the Tableau yet. It was not as bad as I expected at first. I mean Power BI, so that's good. I was using it before, but I couldn't remember much of what I was doing before. So, thank you for watching. If you like the video, please consider subscribing. Press that like button. If you don't, press dislike. Let me know what you don't like or what you like. Let me know what topics you would like to for me to cover in the future, and see you next time. Also, subscribe button, smash that button. That's a good button. Yes. See you next time. Okay, I guess we can start now recording. Looking good? I hope looking good. Looking nice? Come on, like this. Yep, looking nice. Okay, just a moment, let's check if this one is still recording. I think this is gonna be a long video. I'll try to make it as shorter as possible. But, well, it takes some time to make a dashboard like this. Let's make a break for a second. Just in case, let's check if it's still recording. Oh, what a long video. It was 1 o'clock, now it's 3 o'clock. Yes, it takes some time.